My first question po is in relation po doon sa na-bring up ni Congressman Brian Poe. Meron pong drones na tinitingnan nating dagdagan ng budget. And marami rin pong mga news ang PNA and other various outlets regarding helicopters, drones, other defense material being acquired by the DND and AFP for combat operations. Madam Chair, pwede po bang magbigay ang DND ng list of these proposed acquisitions? We'd also like to know paano po na-acquire to, the bidding processes involved, and approval processes, if any.
Well, our modernization list is a restricted document from the President. We will try to release as much information as we can on which our operational requirements will allow. The drones are a minimal expenditure for us because we have to still remediate some unmanned systems. And our helicopter acquisitions were ordered before. They've been delivered now. And these are combat utility helicopters which not only provide mobility to our troops, but also are of great value to disaster relief. One of the new helicopters can carry 100 sacks of rice, which is not enough, by the way, for massive operations. And Secretary Gatchalian has also had to adjust the type of relief goods that are being distributed to ready-to-eat packages already, because we are finding also that aside from drinking water, people can't cook. So we have to give them not merely rice. Some they demand rice, some not. So these are, we expect to have about 47 combat utility helicopters, which was ordered way before. It was ordered in the past administration, and we are anticipating the full operation of these equipment, so which we will need a bigger allocation of fuel and other spares so that we don't get caught by supply chain delays.
Thank you, Madam Chair. We look forward po to that report. Bilang, as mentioned nga po by the good secretary, bahagi po siya ng modernization, may kaukulang budget. This representation would like to be enlightened kung paano po isuspend yung budget na ito. And speaking of regarding po sa mga proseso in relation sa pag-acquire po ng mga material na ito, we'd like to ask, paano po ba can the DND enlighten us paano po ba na-acquire itong mga kontrata na ito? Sino po yung contractors involved? Sino po yung contracting parties? And ano po ba yung approval processes para magkaroon ng award of contract?
Dati po ay ito'y competitive bidding at saka yung iba po ay G2G negotiations. Ang G2G negotiations ay para lalo na sa sensitive at exclusive technologies na kinakailangan ng ating bansa na bespoke, na hindi makuha sa open market. At may restrictions po ng disclosure dito na napaka-istrikto. Ngayon, dun po sa mga na-award sa open bidding po, wala pong problema.
Okay. We look forward to that report po, Madam Chair. We'd like to take note lang po ng isang na-flag na contract because in previous budget hearings with DND in previous years, the Secretary himself said that there will be no agreements with Israel-based weapons dealers. Can this representation get a confirmation if this is still true?
Right now, it's just the continuing of past contracts. We have no new contracts with any Israel-based companies. This is because we have to be satisfied, aside from maybe your issues on the situation in Gaza. Our issue is to secure our supply chains with them. Right now that they are involved in a conflict, I myself won't be comfortable that they will put a contract that they enter into or the quality of what they supply us on par with their own needs. So that alone, I think, makes basic business sense. On that score alone, it will give me room for thought whether or not to award. But I can assure Her Honor that there are no new contracts with any Israeli company.
We bring this up dahil po may na-flag po na isang notice of award addressed to Mr. Yamson. This is dated August 11, 2025, that the Philippine Army is pleased to notify them from Elbit Systems no, that their proposal on May 27, 2025 for the procurement of 100 RDs projectiles, precision-guided munitions po, for 248 million pesos was accepted. Can this representation be enlightened by the DND? Bakit po may notice of award to Elbit Systems for precision-guided munitions last month?
Yan po ay MOE daw na bala, continuing po ng existing systems. So hindi po bili ng bagong systems kung hindi ang kagamitan para sa existing systems po nila. At saka sa Army level na lang po yun, kung 200 million, hindi na po umaabot sa amin. Of course, we have existing systems that we have to continue to use. Dahil naabutan na po natin at hindi naman po natin pwede i-scrap. So, iyan, continuing procurement ng mga munitions na kinakailangan ng mga sistema. Mga bala po yun ng mga na-award nung araw na mga kanyon nila.
Pero because they're precision guided, no, we can consider them smart. They're not just normal ammo, pero meron pong technology behind them to be able to more precisely no, target yung mga kung sino mang individuals or areas necessary. The good secretary himself said that nakaka-food for thought yung conflict. Given that there is a continuing agreement na with Elbit Systems, an Israel-based weapons dealer, may plano po bang i-continue pa to further, given po yung ganong international conflict that this weapons dealer is involved in, Madam Chair?
If we are prepared to scrap the existing systems, or then probably, but right now, we're stuck with the systems, walang kapalit eh. And to acquire the same systems will require a substantial allocation from the modernization. So it was deemed wiser just to continue with the existing systems. Nonetheless, we really need to spread the supply chains. And I think it is also an exercise in maturity in contracting that I'm trying to introduce to the department and to the services, that sometimes I also appeal to COA that we need the assistance of outside counsel for specialization in contracting so that we get the upper hand. Ang problema po, inaasa po natin sa ating mga JAG officers ang kontrata, hindi po nila specialty yun. Ako man, hindi po ako contract lawyer. No? So, it was a lesson learned for us also in who we contract with, how we contract with, and what we write down on a contract. Right now, we're in no position to decommission the capabilities, and because of the arrangement that was made before, which was probably good at the time, we're now stuck with it.
Our concern po, Madam Chair, is that yung mga same precision-guided munitions, other material from Elbit Systems, ito rin po yung parehas na kagamitan na pumapatay sa mga bata, matanda, libu-libong mamamayan sa Palestine. And yung pera na binibigay po natin sa Elbit Systems, it's the same one that funds the genocide and the ongoing slaughter of Gazans, Palestinians. So, Madam Chair, kailan po ba yung expiry or may expiry po ba itong continuing contract with Elbit Systems in relation to getting precision munition, precision-guided munition?
The service life of the equipment is 20 years. They were delivered in 2022. We are, the explanation to me was we are building the required 30 to 45 days reserve. That's why we are purchasing the ammunition. Nonetheless, I understand the sensitivities of the Congresswoman, and I also have my own reservations on supply chain diversification, and I think it's good for us to take this as a working case study on how to diversify our supply chains.
Thank you, Madam Chair. This representation strongly urges this department to question and even exit this continuing contract given the concerns that we raised po on record. My second line of questioning is in relation po doon sa na-raise din po earlier ni Congressman Kakabagaw sa military reservations that could be converted in lieu of Executive Order 75. May I ask po, ilan po ba ang military reservations na hawak ngayon ng DND?